Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm from Group 2, Section 6. So, we will present for circuit design and PCB layout. So, this is our group member. First member is Mia Hanifah Hana binti Hasbullah. Second member is Betty Hoyle. Third member is Divakar anak lelaki Ravindran. So, I'll present for introduction. This experiment is focusing on designing a circuit layout for printed circuit board (PCB). The objective of this experiment is to study method of design PCB using Proteus RS software and to develop a layout for PCB circuit. What is PCB? PCB is printed circuit board and is a laminated sandwich structure of conductive and insulating layers. It have two complementary functions.
Hi, my name is Betty Hoyole. I will present on the results. This is our schematic circuit. We have replaced LED 1 and LED 2 and also battery with the Veropin because LED and also battery component does not have a PCB preview, so it can't be viewed in the PCB layout. Now that we are done with the schematic circuit, we can continue with the PCB layout. This is my layout after I have routed it, but the first thing that we need to do when we arrive to PCB layout is click on this auto placer to make sure that there are no components left out, and then we make this edge by clicking the layer of board edge and also click this 2D graphic box mode to create a box like mine here, the yellow line, and then we arrange the component according to our preferences. I have arranged it according to its types, and then we write our name. It is in mirrored because when we view it in the 3D visualizer, it will be in a normal form. Now that we are done, we can select this Design Rule Manager. Since we want to create only one-sided PCB, so at the net class of power and also signal, we select bottom copper for both of the horizontal and also vertical pair 1, and then we click OK. Now we can route it by clicking this auto rotor and click begin routing. After that, the blue track will appear like mine here. Now that we are done with routing, we can try to view it in the 3D visualizer to see how it looks like. So this is my top view, and then this is the bottom one. Now we can do the output, which is to generate the algebra and epsilon file. Just click here and click yes for pre-production check. So there are no errors, warning or failed. So click close. And then when we want to print it, we want to print only the bottom copper and also the drill. So only bottom copper and drill. And then click OK. Yes. Make sure it's bottom copper and drill, and then click OK. So this is our track that we will print out. Now the output graphic can be saved as bitmap file or PDF. I will save it as PDF this time. I select top copper, bottom copper, and mirror it so that my name won't be upside down. So click OK. So this is my results. Now we want to print the one that has all the components and its name. This is how we do it. Click on the PCB layout again, output, generate algebra epsilon file. This time we will click all of it and then click OK. Yes. All OK. So this one has the component names and everything. Now we want to print the output graphic. I will print it as PDF. Select all, mirror, and then click OK. So this is my result with the output of the component name and everything, so that we can use it as a reference when we do it in the laboratory, so that we know where to place each component. So that is all from me. Thank you.
A very good day. I would like to wish to Inche Mama Jais and my fellow friends. And now to continue on with our video presentation for Lab 2, I'll be explaining on the discussion of this experiment. So for this experiment, we were required to design a PCB or printed circuit board for the schematic circuit that was designed in the previous experiment, which was the A-stable multivibrator using transistor circuit. So a PCB or a printed circuit board is used to hold all the electronic components of a circuit onto a board and is essential in any physical device that implements the use of any circuits. So there are a few important aspects when creating a PCB layout in Proteus. One of them is PCB packaging. PCB package is whereby the circuit or the components in a specific circuit has a PCB package that can be implemented when creating a PCB design. So for example, in the previous experiment using a A-stable multivibrator, there are implementation of LEDs and batteries which do not have a PCB package, and this problem can be overcome by using different components that have a PCB package for temporarily designing a PCB only. So other than that, component placement is also a very important aspect when doing a PCB design, whereby the component placement can change how the trace between one component to another component changes, as well as trace routing. Trace route is important, whereby we need to make sure that there are no short circuits or open circuits between the traces, as well as ensuring that the trace diameter is good enough to withstand the process of etching using chemicals later on. Another important thing that we need to consider is the rule violation, whereby then again whereby tracks that should not be connected to each other is being connected, missing components or missing traces. These are all called as rule violations, and rule violations can be checked by doing the pre-production check, which is available in Proteus itself. So once all of these layers are complete and the traces are all connected to where they are supposed to be, once the PCB design is then complete, we can observe the PCB in the 3D visualizer of Proteus to get a look on to how the board will look like in a 3D environment, as well as how the components are placed onto the board. So we will be able to see the top layer and the bottom layer of the PCB board, and we can see if there's any top layer traces or bottom layer traces on the 3D visualizer itself. However, for this experiment, we have only used the bottom layer for the traces for this circuit. So thank you, that's all from me.
Conclusion. To conclude this experiment, we have achieved the objective of this experiment, which we are able to design PCB using Proteus Array software and able to develop a layout for PCB circuit. So that's all from our group. Thank you.